Alright, listen. Before I explain anything, I need you to do something right now. Go to jasper.ai. That's jasper.ai. When the page loads, you're going to see a button that says Start Free Trial or Get Started. Click that. It's going to ask you for your email, a password, and maybe your name. Fill that out. Don't overthink it. Just use your regular email. Hit Continue. You might need to verify your email. Check your inbox. Click the link. Come back. Once you're in, you'll see a dashboard with templates and tools. Don't touch anything yet. Just get the account set up. Alright, now let's talk about what this tool actually is. So Jasper AI is a writing assistant. But it's not like typing into a blank document and hoping inspiration hits. It's built specifically to help you create content faster. Blog posts, social media captions, email drafts, product descriptions, even video scripts. It's trained on millions of examples, so it knows how different types of writing are supposed to sound. Here's why this matters if you're stuck right now. Maybe you're working a job you hate. Maybe you've been thinking about starting something on the side, a blog, a newsletter, an online store, freelance writing. But every time you sit down to write, you freeze. You stare at the screen. You don't know how to start. You don't know if it sounds good. You give up. Jasper removes that block. It doesn't do the thinking for you, but it gives you a starting point. It helps you move faster. And when you're broke or overwhelmed, speed matters. You don't have time to spend 3 hours writing one Instagram post. You need to get things done, test ideas, and keep moving. The other thing is this. A lot of people think they're bad at writing, but the truth is, they're just slow, and being slow makes you doubt yourself. Jasper helps you get words on the page in seconds, and once you see something in front of you, it's way easier to edit and improve it. You stop being paralyzed. You start building momentum. That's the real value here. It's not about replacing your creativity. It's about getting unstuck and moving forward when you don't have the luxury of waiting for perfect inspiration. Alright, let's actually use this thing. Once you're logged into Jasper, you're going to see a bunch of templates on the left side. These are pre-built structures for different types of content. For this first example, we're going to write a simple Instagram caption. Click on the template that says Instagram caption or social media post. You'll see a form pop up. It's going to ask you a few things. First, it'll ask for the product or topic. Let's say you're posting about a budget meal prep idea. Type in something like meal prep on a tight budget or cheap healthy lunches. Next, it'll ask for tone of voice. You can pick casual, professional, funny, whatever. For this, let's go with casual and encouraging. Then it might ask for a few key points you want to mention. You could write something like saves time, costs under $20, easy for beginners. Hit generate. In about 3 seconds, Jasper is going to spit out a full caption. It might say something like, meal prep doesn't have to be expensive or complicated. I just made 5 lunches for under $20 and it took me 30 minutes. If you're new to this, start simple. Rice, beans, frozen veggies, and a protein. You've got this. Now, is that perfect? Maybe not, but it's a starting point. You can tweak it, add your personality, change a word or two. But the hardest part, getting something on the page, is done. That's the point. You just saved yourself 20 minutes of staring at your phone trying to think of what to say. And you can do this for anything. Product descriptions if you're selling stuff online, email subject lines if you're building a list, blog intros if you're starting a website, The tool is fast and it gets you moving. So you might be thinking, I've used ChatGPT before. How is this different? Good question. Let me break it down. ChatGPT, Claude, Grok, Gemini, they're all conversational AI tools. You type a question or a prompt and they respond. They're flexible. You can ask them anything, but that flexibility also means you have to know exactly what to ask for. You have to write a good prompt, and if you're new, that's hard. You end up going back and forth, refining, rewriting, trying again. Jasper is different because it's built specifically for content creation. It has templates, it has workflows. It's designed to take you from zero to finished draft in 1 or 2 clicks. You don't need to be good at prompting. You just fill in a few boxes and it handles the structure for you. The other big difference is tone consistency. Jasper lets you train it on your brand voice. So if you're writing 10 blog posts or 50 product descriptions, they all sound like they came from the same person. ChatGPT can do that too, but you'd have to remind it every single time. Jasper remembers. Now, does that mean Jasper is better for everything? No. If you want a tool for brainstorming, researching, or asking random questions, ChatGPT or Claude might be more flexible. But if you need to pump out content fast, captions, emails, ads, blog posts, Jasper is built for that. It's a specialist, not a generalist. Alright, let's talk about what you can actually use this for. No hype, just real, practical stuff. First, if you're trying to build any kind of online presence, whether that's a blog, a YouTube channel, a newsletter, or a social media account, you need content, a lot of it. Jasper helps you create that content without burning out. You can write 5 Instagram captions in 10 minutes. You can draft a whole week of emails in an hour. That consistency is what builds an audience, and Jasper makes consistency possible. Second, freelancing. If you're trying to make money on the side, freelance writing is one of the fastest ways to start. But a lot of beginners get stuck because they're too slow. They take 3 hours to write a 500-word blog post, and at that rate, they're making less than minimum wage. Jasper speeds that up. You can use it to generate first drafts, and then you edit and polish. Suddenly you're finishing projects in half the time, which means you can take on more clients and actually make decent money. Third, side hustles. Let's say you're selling products on Etsy, or you're running a small online store, or you're trying to grow a service business. You need product descriptions. You need email sequences. You need landing page copy. All of that takes time, and if you're doing it alone, it's exhausting. Jasper handles the first draft so you can focus on the parts of your business that actually make money. Fourth, learning. This one's underrated. If you're trying to understand how good copywriting works, how to write a compelling headline, how to structure a sales email, how to hook someone in the first sentence, Jasper is like having a teacher. You can see how it structures things. You can study the patterns. Over time, you get better at writing on your own, even without the tool. The bottom line is this: Jasper doesn't replace your effort, it amplifies it. It takes the things that used to take forever and makes them manageable. And when you're broke and trying to build something, that's everything. Let's do one more example, something a little deeper. This time, we're going to write a short blog post intro. This is useful if you're building a blog, writing articles for clients, or just trying to get better at long-form content. Go back to the Jasper dashboard. Look for the template called Blog Post Intro Paragraph, or content improver. Click it. You're going to see a form again. It'll ask for the topic of your blog post. Let's say you're writing about how to save money when you're living paycheck to paycheck. Then it'll ask for the tone. Let's go with empathetic and practical. It might also ask for a target audience. You could write people in their 20s or 30s who are struggling financially and looking for simple advice. Hit generate. Jasper's going to write an intro paragraph. It might say something like, if you're barely making it to the end of the month, saving money probably sounds impossible. But here's the truth. You don't need a high income to start building a cushion. You just need a few simple strategies that work with your reality, not against it. In this post, I'm going to walk you through 5 practical ways to save, even when it feels like there's nothing left. Now again, you can edit that. Maybe you want to add a personal story. Maybe you want to make it shorter. But the structure is there. The hook is there. The promise is clear. You just saved yourself 15 minutes of staring at a blank screen trying to figure out how to start. And here's the cool part. Once you've got that intro, you can keep using Jasper to expand it. You can use the paragraph generator template to write the body sections. You can use the SEO meta description template to write the snippet that shows up in Google. You can build an entire blog post in under an hour, and it's going to be way better than what most beginners put out on their own. This is how you build momentum. You stop waiting for inspiration. You stop overthinking. You use the tool to get a draft, then you make it yours. All right, here's the system. Every day, pick one piece of content you need to create. Could be a social post, could be an email, could be a product description. Open Jasper, use a template, get the first draft in 2 minutes, then spend 5 or 10 minutes editing it to sound like you. That's it. Do that every day, and in a month, you'll have 30 pieces of content. That's more than most people create in a year. This tool won't fix your life. It won't make you rich overnight, but it will give you clarity, and it will save you time. And when you're stuck, broke, and trying to build something, those 2 things are exactly what you need. Go try it today. Set up the account if you haven't already. Write one thing, see how it feels, then do it again tomorrow. You've got this.